supposed to be? Oh, there we go.
There we go. God, you gotta give it a minute.
And we're live. I'm raring to go.
Hello and welcome to the Legends of Tabletop podcast. We are getting ready to play Call of Cthulhu again. We are in our fourth session of Mark of the Black Snake. We're in a bad spot. So I'm going to kick it over to... before we kick it over, we've got t-shirts for sale, which I guess isn't all that exciting, but they are t-shirts that Jesse designed. They are resist t-shirts because our current insurrection is bullshit. So they are, it's the sword from our logo fashioned into a guillotine, dropping into a D20. And it's trans flags, pride flags, progressive pride flags, banners, for essentially to wear out and say, fuck you. We resist your ignorance and every other thing because it's awful. So if you want to pick up a t-shirt, there's a link in the show notes. All proceeds from all the t-shirts, including our core t-shirts and Legends t-shirts, whatever, all of that is being donated to LGBTQIA plus causes. We have a local trans youth shelter here, planning on donating there, and obviously Trevor Fund and all that other kind of stuff. So yeah, buy a t-shirt, we'll donate the money. We're not making anything on it, but I forgot to wear my t-shirt today, but yeah, they're out there if you want to check them out, and we appreciate it, and the money's going to a good cause. So if you don't like that, fuck you. I don't know why you're watching. We'd be better off without you. But yeah, if you're in for that, cool. Welcome. Thank you. You're an awesome person. Even if you don't buy a t-shirt, you're pretty awesome. But if you want to buy a t-shirt, money goes to a good cause. And I'm going to kick it over to Oscar.
Okay. So we're going to do a general recap of the entire campaign. Very, very quickly, because I'm hoping this will be the last session. The investigators, the lead two investigators, were hired to track down a traveling tramp named Harper Twilight, who had just scored a hit record, and the record company wants to sign him for a deal and record a follow-up hit. But as he is a transient and a hobo, they didn't know where to find him, so they hired these investigators who linked up with two well-known hobo investigators in Lovecraft Country, Lady Songbird and Walt Johnson, who knows the two hobos in question, the three hobos in question, because they found out Harper Twilight had traveled with a big Jim Staggers and a hobo named McNally, who is known for being a pathfinder, being able to find his way into and out of anything. So they travel to the Black Man at the Crossroads, at a crossroads in right outside of Pennsylvania, coal country. They get a few drinks at a juke joint. They meet the Black Man at the crossroads. They make a deal. They get some directions. They pick up a token. They jam with him a little, and they get him a jug of moonshine. And they are on their way. They now have directions to seek out the jungle of lost children, or also known the Neverland jungle, right outside of coal country. They jump on a coal train and are given food and clothing because there's a wildcat strike going on, and the Pinkertons are hired as strike breakers. So they initially joined this team, and they realize, oh, this is, once we get to the coal country, once we get to the coal camp, they're going to be basically prisoners. So they manage to overpower the Pinkerton and jump off the train before they pull in. They then go to...
We stole his badge.
You stole his badge and his cigarettes and his money.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy. They find the jungle of lost children, and the children are armed and cautious, but they are persuaded to be friendly with food and cigarettes and money, generously offered by the players. The children of the Neverland jungle. There's only children at this hobo camp. There are no adults. They tell them how to find Harper Twilight, McNally, and Big Jim Staggers, who were looking for the Big Rock Candy Mountain. They board a train. They're given a token. The train slows down. They find a gate in a tunnel. They go through the tunnel, and they are in this beautiful, idyllic paradise of a town by a brook, and everything is free, and everyone is friendly, and they are offered food and drink. And the hobos are like, don't eat anything, don't drink anything. Fairy rules apply. Lady Songbird, who is an accomplished dreamer, says this is kind of like the Dreamlands, but I don't think it's the Dreamlands. I'm not really sure what's going on. Everyone is trying to persuade them to eat and drink and sleep and rest and enjoy themselves. And like, no, we're not having it. We want to talk to the mayor. We want to find our friends. And they're like, are you sure? You know, we're doing a barbecue. There's going to be a band. And they're like, yeah, we're sure. We're not really feeling the vibe. And they start to figure out that reality is pliable. Because someone made a comment, oh, I wonder if there's trees that grow cigarettes. And they look, and there's a freaking tree growing cigarettes. And they're like, holy hell. But they meet with the mayor. And once they step into the mayor's office, the beautiful, idyllic town is gone. They're in an underground cavern tunnel labyrinth system. Where they quickly stumble into a large room where they appeared near. And they came face to face with a massive potato-like creature on large elephantine legs, covered with eyes and a long stinger tail tentacle thing. The creature identified itself as the Pale God, Ehort, Lord of the Labyrinth. And welcomed them. And then we stopped playing. Did I miss anything? Did I leave anything else?
Screaming.
Oh, we stopped playing. Cool. All right. Good night, guys. End it there.
I think that's pretty much everything. I mean, all the main beats anyway, right?
Yeah. It's the condensed version, the cliff notes.
Yeah. Do we just? Do you want us to just start screaming? Is that how we're going to start, or?
A few other notes and reminders. One, Harper McNally was leaving hobo signs that had also warned you that this was dangerous. So you know that he at least made it this far. So you did find hobo signs inside the labyrinth leading you here, and you know that at least Harper Twilight made it this far. You're not sure. McNally. You're not sure about Harper Twilight or Big Jim Staggers, but you all know that they were all together when they left the Neverland jungle. So yes, the creature introduced itself and was slowly stepping forward. I think Lady Songbird was passed out screaming.
Is she screaming or passed out? Because
she's screaming in her sleep. She is unconscious, and she is like she is passed out screaming in a fetal position, having night terrors.
I'm special.
She's very.
That's the weirdest thing I ever seen.
So she settles down, and she starts to slowly come out of it as the creature just plods slowly closer. And he says, will you give me your names?
Yeah, like just, heads out, like I'm not, making sure not to make any threatening motions. Not starting combat. Mashed potatoes, local a hobo of the world, an adventurer of the world, a hobo, and we'll all introduce ourselves as we go around. Is there an honorific you wish, Ihort, so that I don't offend you?
He says, whatever names he said I have been called Ehort, the Pale God, and Lord of the Labyrinth.
All right, my
But-
lord, dude.
Well, maybe don't like get too close, right? Like, hey, Harry, nice to meet you. I guess where are we? Like, what the heck is? What are? I don't. I mean, ooh,
He says, "Calm." He says, "Be calm, human."
That's easy for you to say. Jeez, have you seen yourself? Is there a mirror down? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you, but I don't like. You're just a. And he's like, doing shit with his hands and like eyes.
Hey Harry, you might want to calm the fuck down a little bit. This is
Hey, but did you
Some
calm
of the
down?
eyes focus on Lady Songbird and Georgie. He's waiting for your names.
Am I conscious?
Yes, we're saying that you're kind of come out of it at this point.
I'm just staring.
Forgive me, my lord. This is Lady Songbird, a traveling minstrel. She's slightly overwhelmed by your aspect.
It does happen. So, you have come of your own free will. How you leave is also your choice. I have the power to return you to your world. You can resume your lives, and I will erase all memory of this encounter.
Well, that sounds great.
You simply must agree to carry my brood.
Hey, what? No, what's the? Huh?
I will implant those willing with my children who will grow within your bodies. You will feel no pain at first. You will live for a time. And then when my brood matured, you will die. But
In pain.
that you will die many weeks, months, possibly even years from now, and have no memory of my magnificence.
Is that another sand check?
I don't know. I think that's all part of the
All right.
package. And then he says, or you may choose the path of defiance. I know that you are armed. And I know if you have gotten this far, you are cunning and brave. But I assure you, I have only known defeat once, and that was centuries ago. And those fuckers had an Athenian death rate.
Oscar.
Yes.
While he's regaling us, can I hear anything else going on around here? Like, is this just like, is he just taking up the whole thing, or can I hear or see anything else in this
Well,
chamber?
he's speaking to you telepathically, so he's not drowning out outside sound. You hear dripping water, moans, howls, weird gusts of wind. And it echoes from all around you. The chamber you're in has like a dozen entrances and exits. It's like
Is there any place the wind is coming from?
No. You hear it, but you don't feel any air movement. You hear like the whistling of it.
And all the,
so I know I won't be able to understand them, but can I see any other symbols on any of the other entrances?
Make a spot hidden, because some of them are a bit far away.
That is understandable.
and are all of the passages like Ehort sized? Like you can move freely through these passages, like they're big, I guess.
It would be a tight fit, but he could get through these passages. It would literally be it would be like being chased by a train in the subway. He would literally fill the passage behind you, but he could chase you down it if you needed to or wanted to.
Right.
That would be a 59 under 71.
Okay, you see a carved sigil on one of these passages, and it is you can't read it because you don't you're not a hobo and you're not versed in their codes, but there is a hobo sign on one of these passages.
Could I So what I want to do is I'm gonna use like my toe to try to redraw the symbol on the ground by us, and then like kind of nudge Walt and be like, "Hey, Walt, you know what that means?" And I'll like point down at the ground.
All right, so I'm gonna look down and try to so I'm being spoken to telepathically. So I'm gonna try to just sing Big Rock Candy Mountain in my head as I look down. No?
Okay.
Just in my head, just try to repeat it constantly in my head as I'm looking down. No?
It's one of the very most basic, simple hobo signs. It's basically this way. It's a direction.
Okay.
Okay, so Ehort then says, you may choose defiance, but whereupon you'll be destroyed as countless others have been. An unfortunate waste of potential and opportunity in a futile attempt to change a destiny which was never in your control to begin with. He says, lastly, you may leave my lair and wander the labyrinth endlessly through passages and chambers of my domain in hopes of finding an escape, but such hope is futile. You will starve, die of thirst, or be torn apart by those who have chosen this path before you have. If you're lucky and wise, your wandering will lead you back to me, where you may then accept the honor of carrying my brood. But know this, hope is an illusion, a poison to reason, a blindfold to shutting out the harsh reality of your fate. Your fate has led you here. You are mine. What shall you choose?
I mean, that's it. That's all we get. We can't make some kind of deal. Maybe we bring somebody else in here, and then you let us go, and we don't have to like do all of that.
I have. He goes. I have servants to lead the foolish to me.
Yeah, Georgie,
you have nothing to offer.
Georgie shoots Harry a look, and he's like, "You fucking serious?"
You have one thing to offer: your lives and your flesh. Accept my brood and live.
All right, so listen, I ain't never really been about the whole brood thing. I've kind of tried to stay away from that my whole life. So I'm either up for some run and gun or just kind of skedaddling out.
Well, my lord, we're slightly overwhelmed by your magnificence. Might we simply choose the wandering for a little while until we've been suitably broken? No?
As you wish.
Till we've been suitably broken, and then we can have this conversation later as we as bedraggled wretches before you.
That is if you survive the lost of the labyrinth.
Yeah.
But your fate is yours to choose. It will all lead back to me.
Well, I mean, very well, my lord. As I said, I just started nudging towards just the one path I got directed towards.
As you're walking towards the path, it just like kind of, it almost moves without moving. It's like you look and it's like closer, and then you turn away for a second, and then literally it's like shadowing all of you, like just a few feet away as you all move towards that one passage.
Oh, Ihort is on top of it?
Just kind of like hovering over you, and you see that it's like behind this massive potato is this weird undulating tentacle spike thing, and it's just dripping these little white drips, and when they hit either his flesh or the ground, they just scuttle around like almost little spiders.
All right. Could we possibly wander the labyrinth with a bit of privacy, my lord, so that we might, without your presence, come to ache for it?
It stops. It doesn't enter the passage. It just kind of like shadows you as you move around the center of his I guess throne chamber.
Oh, okay.
And then when you enter the passage, you turn and he's just like shimmers away into darkness.
Okay.
Look, I'm sorry. Fucking, you saw that thing, right? Like, Jesus, I don't want to fucking. You want a thing inside of you?
I'm just glad he gave us the option to just walk around, dude. You know.
I'm gonna look around as we walk.
Yeah, is there any other as we go down that one symbol, I'm going to start keeping an eye out for any other hobo signs or anything.
Okay, roll a spot hidden as you enter this area.
I made it.
I make a hard success.
You get to the first T-turn, and you find this way another hobo sign showing which way he went. And basically, you make like 3 or 4 turns over the next hour following this. During that time, you see these pools. Like you hear the dripping water, and sometimes you'll find an area where, like the cobblestone or the cavern has like dipped, and the dripping water like forms like a pool. And around these pools or in the cracks of the masonry is this strange glowing moss. So there's some ambient light. And the water is frothy and bubbling, almost like it has a layer of scum, and it has a very sharp, like stale stench to it, almost like, you know, either urine that's been sitting out, or like very stale beer, like that just musky kind of.
Yeah.
So nothing we're going to be drinking right now.
Well, I mean, he did promise starvation and thirst. So
yeah,
I'm gonna toss a rock into the pool. It's right in front of us, blocking the way.
No, it's just like kind of off to the side.
Oh, never mind then.
All right, so I need everyone to make a listen check.
Yeah. As we're walking too, I have
Okay.
I have that wooden buffalo nickel that I'm kind of fuddling with.
Very no. Very badly no.
Nope.
Very yes.
not
I got a
99.
but
hard success.
Okay.
Nice.
Harry, you hear something kind of moving towards you. And it's it's moving very slowly, and you're kind of picking up that it may be trying to like sneak up on all of you. And it's kind of like around another corner.
Hey, slow down. Something's coming. I pull my pistol out, like, fuck this.
Okay, you pull your pistol out, and what the rest of you do?
I see him pull a pistol. I'm like, all right, let's just take it easy, because if
I'm
something
gonna pull
wanted
my
to attack us,
revolver out.
you know, like
You're like,
Well, look,
I've had Winnie on my shoulder the whole time, so
so you're ready to shotgun
yeah.
with a
Well,
rifle.
something's sneaking up, right? So it's
a
got bad
Winchester, it's a
intentions.
rifle.
Okay, so Walt is like, all right, everybody take it easy. And then from around this corner, about 20 feet from behind you, you just see this weird clawed hand, like kind of come up, and it's all like weird and almost like cancerous or leprous. And you see a humanoid figure, so it's like 2 arms, 2 legs. But it kind of it leans over, and you see like the shoulder and the head as it's peeking around, and the eyes are all like lopsided. The mouth is like a slit. It has a compound, like one of the eyes on it is like a bug compound eyes. You see like weird hairs are coming out. It has like shredded human clothing, and it's just this weird big hulking thing. And you realize it was a woman at one point, because it still has some kind of feminine human features, and it kind of like plods out, and then it just starts like giggling, and the big mouth opens and it just starts drooling. And I need everybody to make a sand check. I should get some dice.
Make it.
make it.
Made it.
Made it.
Okay, give me a second, guys.
Sanity checks all day. Just don't make me roll luck.
Gosh, give me 1 second, guys.
Jesus,
Okay,
how
so you
long
all
do you
made
think that's been down here?
mean, clearly, she's one of the ones that ain't decided to become part of the brood.
Or maybe that's what happened when it puts the fucking thing in you.
All right, so it starts giggling, drooling, and it kind of crouches down for a minute, and then it just launches itself, charging at you with like its sharp claws, gibbering.
There we go.
Shoot it.
We'll go with all right, we're gonna go by Dex. It's not going to be able to attack this round because it is closing the distance.
What was the sand loss, or was there?
None. If you made it, there was no sand loss.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So
nice.
Party's round. You get a free round as it's trying to charge you.
All right.
All right.
47's gonna hit. Yep.
41 hits.
I get a 5.
Nine.
And you guys are shooting?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
11
right,
points.
I'm not going to shoot because I'm just going to wait for it to get into range and then I'll be
You're
stabbing.
gonna hold it until and then you'll use a melee weapon.
Yeah, I'll use a melee. Yep.
Okay.
So
Hopefully this takes care of it.
I
All
just
right.
used a 32 caliber revolver. I don't have the damage for it, but
Okay, hold on.
Oh, my Colt does 1d10 plus 2.
What's the size though?
I don't know.
Give me a second.
Because the M1911 is a D10 plus 2.
I'm hoping getting a 5 gives me bonus damage.
So you have a 32 revolver.
I have a 32 S&W safety hammerless revolver.
Okay, that's going to be 1d8.
Oh,
All right. Anything for the critical?
Be max then, right?
Yeah, I'll allow it to be max damage.
Okay.
All right, so we'll start with Harry. Did you hit?
I did.
How much
11 points of damage.
Okay.
nice.
Georgie?
Hit for 10.
Nice. Twinsies.
Lady Songbird?
Hit for 8.
Look at that.
It's going to suck if it's still up.
You are correct.
Walt,
Yeah.
it's still up.
Of course.
Oh,
all right.
It's hit again. And you can see that the bullets are not having like full effect on it. But by the third shot, it's slowing down a bit. But it like shrugged off like the first two, like it really wasn't even feeling it. It's only like when the third hit hits it that it starts to slow down. But since you were holding your action, you can make a melee attack before it attacks one of you.
All right. So hobo knife. That's an 8. Yeah, that's a critical. And D4 plus 2D4. Oh, it's max damage.
You made a critical hit?
Yeah.
Okay, give me the max damage.
Yeah. So 8 points.
Okay, now it falls.
Okay.
nice.
All right. Now I've got girl bug guts on me. That's a special kind of cooties.
At which point, after you down this one, you start from the direction it came. You start to hear gibbering and chittering, and then
Run.
literally a stampede of footsteps, like rushing towards this area.
Run.
We gotta go.
Okay, run, but also looking for those symbols. Like, it's no point getting just
Yeah.
blindly lost.
All right,
Yeah,
you need to make a spot hidden with a penalty dice.
Okay, so
Oh,
all right. So how does the penalty dice work?
You roll 2 dice, and you have to keep the worst of the 10s.
Okay, all right. So
nope.
Okay. No.
okay, well that first one was a critical. Let me roll the second one, and both succeed.
Okay,
I succeeded
Walt's
as well.
Walt goes this way, and Harry and Walt lead the way, and they take a turn following the way Harper Twilight went. I need everybody to make a luck check.
Shit.
Tell me if somebody makes a critical success or if all of you fail.
I got a 9 out of 10.
I got a 15 out of 50.
I got a 43 over
Show off.
26.
I just make it.
So Harry, you
failed.
failed. Okay. All right. So if you had all made a luck roll, I would have said that you find an area where you could possibly conceal yourself, and I would have allowed everybody to try and hide and let these things pass you.
But instead, we all can hide except Harry. Sorry, Harry.
But since 3 out of 4, I'm still going to say that you luck does play a part in this. There's an archway that it's kind of half collapsed, where you have to kind of like scramble over some rubble. It slows you down, but it will bottleneck these things so that only one of them would be able to like approach at a time.
All right. Do we want to just keep running, or do we want to kind of try to hold up here and maybe see if we can scare him off?
Oh, I don't think there's any scaring these things off, Georgie. But if they
No,
can
but
like
we
get,
can like pick them off one at a time.
Not necessarily. I mean, we can try. Yeah, we might try because we're eventually going to get lost. We're going to get run down. We're going to get lost. So let's try doing a little bit of fighting. If we can back them off, then we can keep running.
Okay. So
Let's see if we can manage to hide behind the rubble and if they'll go past us.
No, it's almost like a mound.
Oh.
It's kind of like you scrambled up and then slid down one side because it half collapsed. So they know which way you came. And on the other side, they're going to see you. So there's no place to even, it's almost like a natural bottleneck. So you see the first of these creatures kind of like poke its head out and then start scrambling, up and over this little mound to kind of continue its pursuit. And it's, I will give everyone a bonus dice on the first round of attack as it's kind of coming through, because it can't dodge, it can't move, and you knew where it was coming from, so you could have just like leveled your weapons and tried to knock it down.
This time I will shoot with my pistol.
I failed.
I will spend 2 luck to make it a critical, or to make it an extreme success.
Give me your max damage. Harry misses, Georgie misses.
I hit.
My max damage is 8 again.
Walt?
I hit. So
damage.
7 points.
Even with the bonus dice, you guys missed?
Yeah, I rolled.
8
and a 9 on my.
So what you rolled a 7 damage?
Yeah, I got a 5 and a 6 on my.
Okay. All right. Again, it scrambles through. It is wounded, but not very badly. And as it's sliding down, it will attack next round, and a second one is already scrambling through the little bottleneck hole. So you've got one about to attack next round, and you have another one, entering, coming through.
Georgie will say to I'll say to Walt.
Hold on. At this point, we're going by dex. Yeah. This creature will attack on 50.
75.
So we're gonna start. Who's 75's highest?
75.
So we're starting on 75.
So yeah, I'll say to Walt, keep shooting, and I'll reach behind me and pull out the silver dagger that I got from the dock.
Okay.
And go for the close one.
So you're gonna grab the dagger, you'll keep shooting and try and stab the closest one. All right, go for it. You go before it does.
And that is a hit. 30 out of 46.
And it fails to dodge.
30 out of 59.
It does try and dodge, but it stumbles. Give me
Should I spend 1 luck to make it a hard success? Does that make a difference?
Dude,
hard doesn't.
Well, I mean, you have so much luck to spare, dude.
I do. I have a lot. I have 2 handfuls of luck.
If it was extreme, then yes, but a hard doesn't.
No, it would just make it a hard.
Yeah.
Give me damage.
All right. Well, in that case, it's a hit, and it's 4 damage.
Okay.
With my silver dagger.
Is it a silver dagger or is it an enchanted dagger?
It is the dagger. I don't know if it's enchanted or not, honestly.
Who gave it to you?
It's the dagger that we got from our doctor friend who became a vampire.
Oh, that's a fucking enchanted weapon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. The retired mythos investigator, anthropologist, archaeologist that you found in her dad's
her
artifacts.
Burying the lead.
Yeah,
Vampire.
that's going to be an enchanted weapon.
Okay.
To be fair, she only became a vampire because her son wished on a djinn that she'd come back to her.
Oh, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. When a genie grants your wish for your mommy to come home from the hospital when she's dying of cancer.
Oh, we've all seen Pet Sematary.
Okay, so you realize, oh, wow, this enchanted weapon cuts right through all of its natural armor. But it's still alive.
Yeah.
And you realize, oh, wow, so basically you realize it's taking half damage from non-magical weapons.
Yep.
But unfortunately for you, that wasn't enough to put it down. So,
yeah.
All right, Harry, you also go on 75?
Yes.
Only I was a little bit stronger.
I miss. I see Georgie going in for the thing, and I pull my shot a little bit, and I shoot over his shoulder.
All right, that's 70.
Wait, I go 8. 8 damage.
You shoot which one? The one coming through, or the one squared off on Georgie?
The one squared off on Georgie.
Okay, and you did 8?
Yep.
Which is 4, which is enough. It goes down.
Okay,
Teamwork makes the dream
55, so I'm next, 55. I'm shooting the one coming through.
You still have a bonus dice on that one because he's still kind of in the bottleneck.
Miss both. It's fail.
Okay, this thing slides down. It will attack on 50, and a third Lost of the Labyrinth starts coming through. But you're fairly certain this is the last one. Well, of this group.
Right.
And again, it's just this weird, misshapen, once human mutant thing with different kinds of animal body parts growing out of it now. All right, so I'm attacking someone on 50 if that one's still alive, and I have another one coming through the hole.
God damn it.
I'm guessing that was a miss.
Harry spooked. He's like, I need to keep coming.
So Oscar, the dagger, is it still just 1d4 and it's just magical? Okay.
Yeah.
It's just enchanted.
But does full damage.
Yeah.
Nope.
So I'm rushing after the next one, but
okay.
Can't quite get it through.
All right. Unfortunately, wait a minute. You were hitting the second one who
the second one, yeah.
Okay. The one that attacks on 50 and you miss.
Yeah.
All right. Dorsey?
Missed.
Miss. Walt?
I'm going to shoot again.
The one through the doorway or the one where you get a bonus dice?
The one through the doorway.
The one who's already here. Okay.
Oh, wait, just want to get a bonus dice on? I didn't realize
Well, the one that's through the doorway and engaging in combat, you don't get a bonus.
12 points.
Wow.
12 points raw, I guess 6 if it's arbor.
Okay. So you've, what is that, an M1911?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did max damage.
All right, so you've got 2 who are now through. 1 misses. 1 will attack next round, and 1 will attack now. And since Georgie is the one with a melee weapon who tried to stab it, unfortunately, he's the most obvious target. And you are hit. Do you wish to dodge?
I will try to dodge.
Okay.
I do dodge.
Channel
14 out of 37. That's actually a hard dodge. Is there a hard dodge?
No.
Okay.
You go flying back and stumble. You're back hitting the wall, but its claws like swipe through air, and it's got these almost like mountain lion type claws. I will scare you a little bit. That would have done 6 points of damage.
Oh, I'd be fine.
No, you wouldn't. Okay. Now I have 2 of these things through. They will both go on 50. We'll start on 75.
Going
Keep track
dagger
of your
again.
ammo with all these misses. Finally, Harry hits.
Oh, let me roll damage.
Which one? The one fighting Jesse or the other one?
The one that is on Georgie, and that's going to be 4 points of damage, so 2.
Okay. Walt, did you hit the one coming through the door?
I hit the one that was already down. That was already in. That was already in melee.
So that's the one that's wounded.
Yeah.
So Harry hits it for 2 more. Georgie?
That's a 1.
You rolled a 1?
I rolled a 1.
That's max damage, bud.
So 4 points.
4 points.
Still up.
All right. Oh, Dorsey. Sorry.
I spend 1 luck in order to make it on hitting the one on Georgie and do 4 points.
That one goes down. Walt?
All right.
What do you go on? Is it before 50?
So the one all right, so there's 2 down now in melee. Yeah. So I'll shoot it. I'll put my gun away, pull the hobo knife, and go into melee with the other one. Because
Gotcha.
I'm like you said, I'm running out of bullets here.
Okay, give me the damage on that.
Hit, and that is 5 points.
Oh man.
Raw. 5 points raw. So I guess 2.5.
You were a burly brawler right there. That's
okay. You stab it for 3 points. It narrowly misses you, literally by 4 points. I need a 55-year-old to 59.
Oh well.
So he misses, but he's got plenty of hit points and he's still up. So party's round.
Stop him out.
Oh, I think that just hits.
Can I curb stomp this thing? Is that the thing I can?
Yes, hit.
All right, give me damage.
Yeah, that's better. 9, so 4, 5.
We'll call it 5. Georgie? Oh, you can't
unless I'm spending 6 luck.
You can't act. You dodged last round.
Really? Oh, okay. Well, then never
Dorsey.
mind. I didn't just miss.
Missed.
Walt.
That's a miss. Damn it.
Walt, do you want to dodge?
No, I'm gonna take it.
Okay. Your hit for 6 points.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a meaty who.
And as it slashes you, it gets splattered with your blood, and you see it has like 1 or 2 little mouths on its shoulder, and the big mouth, where its normal mouth would be, and tongues, like long tongues, start coming out and licking up all of the blood splatter from you.
Oh.
And it's just like profusely drooling, and it begins to get frantic as it smells blood.
Oh Lord. All right,
party's around.
All right, shooty.
Dagger it up.
29 is going to hit. Ooh,
38
I
hits.
did 11 points of damage. So, whatever that is, 5, 6.
Okay, still up. Georgie? 4
more damage.
Okay, now it goes down.
With my Vorpal dagger.
I'm gonna do first aid on mashed potatoes.
Shut up, Max.
Spending the 1 point to make it.
They're both dead, Dorsey.
No.
She's trying to give me first aid because
yeah, good.
Yeah, first aid.
All right.
What do I roll for how many hit points he gets back?
1d3.
Come on, max damage.
1.
Max.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'll take it.
Okay, you hear echoing in the tunnels. All of these gunshots have attracted some attention, and you start to hear other yips and howls and giggles.
We need to look for
Okay.
signs and start running.
All right. Yeah. Look for signs. Start moving.
Okay, roll one more time.
5 for spot hidden.
Okay.
Okay.
You do find another, and it's kind of and after about another hour, you think that you've outpaced whatever was chasing you. You find like 6 other hobo signs, so you know, and then you see an area where there's some blood stains, and you see like a bedroll shredded, and almost like a little bit of a can, like someone was burning some burnt paper and a can.
Almost like a little hobo camp kind of thing.
Yeah, but there's
Yeah.
blood stains here. And I need everybody to make a listen roll.
You and you're rolling all the time. Well, that's an 9. Critical, baby.
What's my listen? Nope.
You hear another one of these creatures, like moaning and growling, probably about 50 or maybe 50 yards away. It's echoing off the tunnel, so you don't know where it is, but it's in the there's one of these things in the area, and it looks like it doesn't sound like it's moving.
Okay.
It's making noises, but it's in one place.
All right. So I'll try to sneak up to see where it is and everything, and try not to, because if we frighten it, it might call out for help.
Okay, so Walt, make a stealth check.
I make it.
Okay. You move up away from the party, and you kind of come around this corner, and you see a large humanoid figure. And for a moment, your heart is lifted with hope, because it's very large, broad-shouldered. It's wearing overalls. You know who that's Big Jim Staggers. You've seen him dozens of times. And he's reaching up repeatedly, trying to get to this alcove, which is kind of like above it. And you kind of half see that someone is scrambled up into there. And as it's reaching up, you see that its arms are all scaly, almost like crocodile claws, and it has these long, like almost like mantis-like appendages on the end of its hands. And and you realize, it's been long enough that you need to roll a sand check again.
Oh, okay.
This was Big Jim Staggers, and now it's a Lost of the Labyrinth.
All right. I make my sand check.
Okay.
And I'm going to actually call out. All right. So do I see anybody in that alcove before I do anything? Do I see?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a figure in there, kind of like pulled back as far as it could go.
All right.
Neither of them have seen you or heard you.
Neither of them see me. So I'm going to call out so that the rest of the party can hear me. And he goes, Jim, it's me, mashed potatoes, cut. Is like this.
It like stops and like moves around, and you see that it's larger than any of the other creatures you've seen. I mean, Big Jim was not named Big Jim for no reason.
Yeah.
So this thing is almost like, now it's almost bear, like the size of a bear.
Yeah.
And it just like, it mouths, and it's drooling, and it says, mash. And then it like starts coming forward, and then you hear McNally from the alcove screaming, "He's crazed. His mind is gone. I've been trying to talk. Walt." He's like, "Walt, run!"
He's like, well, I'm trying to get them to try and come down.
You
and
guys
help.
all hear this happening.
Yeah. All
and
right.
you also hear
we need to go
McNally
help him.
screaming.
And I'm like Jim, if he's not directly coming right at me, I'm going to try to keep my hands out and try to keep like distance.
He starts
Can
to
we
break
see him?
into a run, and he's
okay.
going to go on 65.
Oh, okay.
Is
All right, I'm gonna
I'm
shoot
going to
at
try to dodge.
what remains of Big Jim.
Okay.
well, so are there like rocks or like wood, like a branch? Like, is there anything that we could use to be more stealthy than shooting?
Only if you've got a weapon on you. There are some loose rocks, but you're not going to find one in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I just didn't know if we'd come across in our wanderings if there was.
You might have, but you didn't mention it, so
Yeah,
I'm going to assume you didn't stop and pick one up.
Yeah. Okay, all right, that's fair.
Okay, so Harry's like, "Fuck! I wish I had something quieter, but doesn't." Are you going to fire, or are you going to attack with a melee weapon?
I don't have one. I'm gonna cast about and see if I can find like a decent sized
Make a luck check.
fist
Georgie?
rock kind of thing. No, absolutely not.
Georgie, you go on 75.
I mean, why would we try to stay quiet?
They fucking keep finding us.
Because this place is teeming with these creatures, and they're
true.
true.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You shot one up, and 3 more rolled up on you.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
All
you may
right,
not have a
in that
choice.
case, I'll kind of pull the dagger out again, like give the side of it a kiss, and then like run up and try to like ice pick.
Give me a attack. Oh, the 3 of you also need to make sand checks.
All right. Would I maybe get a bonus die because I'm sneaking up behind it?
No, because it's already towards you guys.
So,
all right, yeah. True.
I rolled a 100.
Dorsey runs screaming into the labyrinth. We'll worry about her.
Oh no!
I passed.
You passed.
I passed.
You passed. And Walt had already passed. And Walt, Dorsey? What round do you go on? What's
70.
your dex? Walt, what's your dex?
55.
55. Okay. Yeah, nope. Walt, you're not going to be able to stop Dorsey, Lady Songbird, before she flees. Because she's faster than you, and you literally have this thing bearing down on you.
Yeah.
And you were going to try and dodge it when it attacked, correct?
Yep.
Okay, roll your dodge, please.
Make it.
Okay, good. I don't have to kill you.
Yeah. Always nice.
Because I would have hit with a 26.
Yeah.
All right, party's around.
All right. So I'll see Walt almost get slammed. I'll pull out the dagger. I'll turn to Harry and go fucking grab her, and I'll run in and try to stab Big Jim.
Okay, give me an attack.
I would love to give you an attack.
Well, you attacked. You just didn't give me a hit.
Correct.
All right.
Harry, are you chasing after Dorsey? Or
Yeah, I'll try to grab her. You want a dex check or?
Yes, please.
Okay. That's an odd 5.
Okay. Basically, your whole round is just wrestling her off her feet. What's your strength?
Mine is 60.
Mine is also 60.
I need you both to make a strength check. Tell me what degree of success you have.
I got an odd 2.
I got a 46 out of 60.
Okay, he restrains you. He literally lifts you off your feet and pins, grabs you, and you're like trying to pull away. Next
Where are you gonna go? You're gonna get lost in a labyrinth. You gotta calm down. You gotta calm down.
We're gonna skip ahead
Oh my
around.
God, oh my God,
because I love this. Harry, I need you to make a psychology check.
Oh, I can actually, in theory, I can do that.
In theory.
I got an odd 1. Where the fuck were these rolls before?
All right, you get through to her and calm her down. So if the combat is still going on 3 rounds from now, you guys can enter it.
Okay.
But let's see if it goes
It's
that
asking a
long.
lot.
All right.
All right. Walt, you dodged last round, so
Yeah.
you can't attack.
Okay.
Georgie, you missed. He's
Yep.
now got to choose between you.
Can I yell to McNally to get his ass out in here and help?
Okay.
Get his lazy ass out here and help.
All right, let me see. He starts. You hear you yell at you, but you're so engaged you don't know what's going on.
Right.
All right, so the Lost of the Labyrinth will attack. 1 to 2, it's Georgie. 3 and 4, it's Walt. I roll a 3. Walt, do you dodge again, or do you? I'm not telling you if I hit it or not.
Walt, float like a bumblebee.
I'm not gonna dodge.
Butterfly. That's.
You guys can. He missed. I
Okay.
rolled an 84. So the two of you can attack, and that's one combat round.
Okay. So Georgie,
Yeah.
use your vampire.
Dagger again.
Vampire.
I'm going for like the inner thigh.
Okay.
You get the prison shank right in the kidneys.
Exactly.
Oh.
No, all right. Oh, that's right. Hard doesn't matter, only extreme. So success.
Okay. Give me
Success
damage.
and 3 damage with my
right,
little
good.
dagger.
Well,
All right. It's we're just shanking him now. It's a shame, but
Yep. It's a
And-
shank off.
no, it's a miss. Fuck.
okay. But that's one round. Round 2, because Walt missed and Georgie hit, he's going to attack Georgie this round.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Do you dodge or do you hope he misses so you can attack this round?
I hope.
He misses. Party's round.
Oh,
I will have you know that he has a bigger a bigger damage bonus than the other ones.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh.
give me attack rolls. You both
Yeah.
didn't dodge.
Extreme. Still regular.
It's a hit.
Yeah,
Three
it
damage.
is. 2 damage.
Walt,
I hit.
damage.
It's 8, so 4 points of damage.
Nice. But he is still up. He will. You both hit this round, so I'm going to roll
Just shaking this
randomly.
poor bastard.
Right.
Okay, it's going to be Georgie.
you want to dodge, dude?
Do
Dodge.
you dodge or do you hope?
I hope.
And it works. We are out. All right. This is the third round of attacks. Harry and Dorsey will be able to enter the fray next round. Give me attacks, guys. I rolled a 90, by the way.
Nice. Keep doing that.
I'll try.
All right. Another hit. 3 damage.
Okay, we're up to 12. Whoa.
Another hit.
In the thigh.
Damage.
Just.
5. So 5. So 2.5 points. So 3 total. I mean, what? 5 raw, 3
Okay.
after armor.
Okay. He goes down.
All right.
Oh!
Is that
At
a
which
sand
point-
check for Walt?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I will have Walt and Dorsey do a sand check.
I make it.
Okay.
I hover behind Lady Songbird.
I make it.
All right. You see McNally kind of fall out of the alcove, like he's lowering himself down, and when he tries to land on his feet, one of his legs buckles,
Ugh.
and you can see that his knee, like one thigh and his knee is twice the size of the other one. And he's kind of like leaning on the wall. He was like, he said, he goes over and he said, how in God's name did you, what are you doing here?
Well, I
And
mean,
he said first, he goes, "Are you real? Am I going fucking crazy?"
yeah, I'd like to think I'm not one of your fantasies.
We came looking for Harper, you, and Big Jim.
It's just me left.
Ugh.
And Georgie's
So-
gonna actually point the dagger at him real quick. And so I really don't I don't mean to be an ass or anything, but I'm gonna need to see that leg.
He shows it, and it's just you're pretty sure that he's dislocated his kneecap.
Ugh.
Is that right? And
I'll
she's
try
But
to-
he's not. He doesn't show any signs of, mutation or something. But
Yeah.
he definitely is not going to be walking on this well or running.
Now, you want me to see if I can do anything for the leg?
If you can,
You want me to hold him?
I got a 38 out of 49.
all right, you would be able to pop it back into place. It would heal like 1 point of damage and allow him to move at half speed. But again, he's not going to be using this leg well. So he tries not to scream, but does let out a little bit through gritted teeth. So he says, he goes, "Were you trying to find us?"
Yeah, we these two came into camp with a bunch of money, looking for Harper. So we figured we'd get all of you and try to get all of you before you got too far away, and hopefully get Harper back so he can get paid, and then we can get paid, dude.
What do you mean paid?
Well,
Record
Harper's a
company
thing.
wants to sign Harper.
I guess I said, hold on, what did I name this guy?
Yeah, that kid's worth a lot of money. He's got a big payday coming if he's you say you're the only one. Did those things get him?
I'm just looking. Oh, he says, I guess Nick Broker was good to his word. No, they didn't get him. For all I know, he's back in the real world. He took the deal.
Ah, jeez.
Son
All
of
this
a
for nothing.
bitch.
He said, I know where the exit is, but it's not there.
Okay, how do you know where the exit is, and two, why is it not there?
It's a gift. I always know where I've been, and I always know where I need to go. I can backtrack. It's just the way my brain works. He said these tunnels, they keep shifting, but I know, I'm pretty sure I know where we came in through the tunnel, but it's just a wall now.
Okay.
He said I told Big Jim that I could find us a way out, that it wasn't hopeless. And he came with me and he trusted me, but he was so thirsty and he kept saying that those puddles were beer.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
He said, I only fell asleep that one time. And he said, I could get us out of here. I thought I could get us out of here, but this thing doesn't play fair. The door should be there, and it's just not.
Well, you said
Maybe
everything
if they-
shifts around. Did the door shift to some other place?
He goes, no, he goes, spatially, it should be there. It's just a wall now.
I tell you what, you get us back there, we'll take care of the rest. All right.
We'll try to
Okay.
figure.
Yeah, did you try to push it? Like, did you put a hand on it? Does it just look like a wall, or did you try to go through it?
Because I tried everything. I'd still be trying if Jim hadn't attacked me. He goes, it's just right around these corners.
It's the potato playing games on us.
Okay, so as you get to that area, he's saying the door should be right there, and you're looking at a wall. And as you get closer to it, you start to see the door shimmer into existence, almost like ghost-like.
Hmm.
And he goes, "This has never happened before."
I'm gonna reach for it.
Your hand passes through it as if it's just immaterial.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Go!
I go.
No, she can't open the door.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's an image.
The door is there, but she can't open it.
Oh, okay.
Like, when she tries to grab it, it's ghost-like.
I
Okay,
thought you meant
See
like
what
her
happens
hand
if we all
passed
try
through.
to
So
grab
we
it.
could, yeah.
All of us try to grab it.
Okay. Which one of you is carrying the wooden nickel?
Georgie's got it.
Georgie can open the door.
all right.
All right, let's get out of here.
You all go rushing through. The wooden nickel disappears, and you guys are in the tunnel, the long coal tunnel.
All right.
Holy shit, Georgie! You fucking did it! You fucking did it, Georgie! You fuck! He's like
All
slapping you
right.
on the back.
Let's get out of here before a train comes.
Yeah. That'd be a hell of a thing. Get
Everyone
run
roll
over.
luck.
Oh, fuck, Georgie's dead.
Okay, so
See, bullshit. You never make a deal with the devil.
Well,
all right, hold on.
he must have owed. Ihort must have fucked him over at some point.
All right, so you get through the long tunnel leading away from the mine. I guess you're not heading back towards the mine. You're gonna
No.
okay.
Yeah, probably not a good idea.
So you do see a like in the distance, you start to see farms and smoke, and you realize there may be a town ahead. So
I'm gonna ask McNally, like how, like I know it's gonna be a hard thing, but how long ago did Harper disappear? Did Harper take the deal and just go?
maybe a couple of days ago,
Okay.
maybe 3. It's hard to tell. There's no day or night in the labyrinth. I
Did
don't
he
even
talk
know how
about
long
any
it's been going.
family he had in the area? Anybody he'd go and try to hunker down with?
No, not at all. I don't think he knew anyone in this area. That's why he needed me.
All right. Well, the town he'd try to perform to make money. So,
Right. I think that's a good place to start. I mean, if he got out, I don't know where that thing would have put him. All right, so
Probably
he's
would've
kind of like limping and leaning on you guys as you get into the town. And you know, it's a small town, not large. It's like kind of a 3 or 4 main streets with shops centered around all of these different farms, not far from the railroad. You kind of go. I need everybody to make a luck check.
fail.
No.
Fail.
I don't even know why I'm waiting for Georgia.
Yeah, not even close. Yeah, right. I don't know why.
Okay. So as you head into the town, you know, people kind of give you odd looks as you know you're all covered with dirt, and you know some of you are wounded. So they're kind of giving you sideways glances, and after a few minutes of like you know coming up onto the main part of town, by the time you get to the town proper, there's a police officer, like like the town sheriff, kind of coming up on a motorcycle, and he like kicks the stops in front of you guys and says, "You people seem to be gotten into some trouble."
We got attacked. We got attacked by a cougar. I point to the wounds on mashed potatoes.
And I need you to make a fast talk check.
Well, I'm using those wounds as a prop. That's the plausible thing that could have given them to him.
Good start. Good.
Make it.
Plausible. All right.
Nice.
Okay. He says, shit, how long ago was this? He says, when he calls out to some of the locals, there's a cougar in the area, And everybody's like, "Oh no!" And they're like, "Well, let's get you guys over to the doctor."
Like, all right, yeah.
And yeah, Georgie, I'll actually say, there was a cougar in the area. You ain't got to worry about it no more.
Okay, well, basically they started asking, where it was. As they take you over to the doctor, and they bring you into the town doctor. It's he has a small office out of his house. They treat I think Walt and McNally's are the only ones wounded, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been
Okay.
kind of getting a beaten through this. So.
It's nice that Georgie gets a break. Usually he's the damage sponge of the group.
When this started, I was at 13. Now I'm at 4.
Oh,
Okay, well,
Nice.
you're back up to 10 now.
Oh, okay.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Yes,
they,
thank
treat,
you.
they treat the wounds, they stitch you up, and basically they tell you, "Wow, we've it's been a busy week for me. Usually I don't have this many patients, definitely not this many strangers."
Oh, you had a lot of other people pass through. Did they? They didn't encounter any cougars, did they?
No, we had one that must have taken a knock on his head, falling off a train. Light-skinned black fella came in with covered in coal dust. No idea how he got here. I patched him up, and he's staying with the Coopers over at the boarding house.
Oh, no kidding.
This kid wouldn't happen to be a good singer, would he?
Oh, yeah, he's actually earning his keep by giving piano lessons.
Huh. Well,
Friend of yours?
Yeah, we'd been looking for him. He went missing. Bumped to the head and all.
He says, "Oh, I'll it'll be good for him to be, maybe that'll jar his memory. He had no idea how he even got here." So once we get your friend it basically tells Walt, you should pretty much, I'd recommend you can move around, but I'd recommend you staying in bed for a few days.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that.
So what do you guys want to do?
I guess we go over to the Coopers.
Well, let's see if we can get a room at the boarding house for a few days. I look at the two of you who have money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you head over to the rooming house, and sure as shit, it is Harper Twilight.
Harper.
He's like, "Songbird, Walt,
Hey.
McNally." He's like, "What happened?" He goes, "What do you mean? What
didn't happen?"
And he said, "I don't remember anything from since we talked to those kids."
So these men are looking for you for the record company. They want to sign you because of the song you did.
Oh, that's great. He said, and then McNally's like, "So you don't remember anything?" He goes, "No, just talking to the kids, and suddenly I was lying face down in a tunnel." He goes,
Then kids probably attacked him, and he gives a knowing huh?
He's like, "Where's Big Jim?"
Well, Big Jim had
an accident.
Yeah, Big Jim wasn't fit. Remember, Big Jim wasn't all that healthy and everything. He didn't make it.
He says, "I got him to the Big Rock Candy Mountain before he passed."
Oh yeah.
And then he goes, "Well, at least he had a good end." And like McNally, just like you see him like close his eyes and clench his fist, and doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
And he says, "Well, so who am I supposed to call? Where do we need to go for this record deal?" He goes, "Once I hit it big, I'll make sure that you guys are all taken care of."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. So we got the guy's his info. We could give him a call. Maybe he could send that send the car for us. Wouldn't mind getting cleaned up a little bit here though.
The people at the rooming house say, "Oh, we can get you guys. There's." He says, "We'll see if we can get you some clothes. There's a local thrift store. We'll run down and just give us your sizes, and we'll try and pick something up suitable for you all."
Oh, thank you so much.
And we'll put you up for a couple of days. You have the cash for it.
Yeah, like Harry pulls out his wallet and peels off some bills. He's like, "Yep,
Okay.
no problem."
You all bathe. You get a fresh set of clothes. You call that studio guy, and he says, "I'll have a car there tomorrow." Just sit tight. 2 days tops. So happy that you found him. And like that night after dinner, and Harper is kind of playing piano for the guests at the rooming house. He says, "Are we going to tell him anything?"
What? Sorry.
I mean, I don't think he'd remember, even if we could tell him, but I don't think he'd believe it, right? I mean,
I think what we need to do is find someone or something who can get that stuff out of him.
Can we take him to?
I ain't no exorcist.
What, can we take him to a regular doctor to do like an X-ray or something? Is it like it's got to be like a physical thing, right? I mean,
So,
He said, "I don't know."
how well
was-
known is Miskatonic?
He was
for weird
impregnated
things?
by a demon potato.
Well,
Like-
I don't know. I don't know how well is Miskatonic University. Harry and Georgie. Has anyone ever been to Miskatonic University?
Yeah, I mean, we know a
Met
guy.
with the possibly met with the head librarian of the restricted section.
Yeah, I mean, we know a guy, but I mean, I don't know if he can. I mean, I guess he could do some research or whatever. I mean,
Well,
Then let's
Walt knows him
take
too.
Harper there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, we can.
Walt's actually been in a scenario where he's met Armitage before as well.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we can. Like, let's get him. Let's get, Harper situated. Get everything taken care of on that end. Then head to Miskatonic. Start talking to people, and start trying to figure it out. In all honesty, I don't know that there's anything that can be done. Because he took the deal. He took 2 deals.
I mean, but I know.
he sold his soul and then he sold his life.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, I'm of 2 minds right here, right? Like, dude's always taking the easy way out. Like I'm not entirely sure I want to help him anymore. But at the same time, like any moment he could pop with some little potatoes coming out of him and kill a bunch of people, right?
I doubt it'll be immediate because.
Well, I mean the big potato said that it could be days, weeks, months, years. Like we don't know. It could happen tonight for all we know.
Yeah. And
so I mean, I think soon, getting him hopefully safe sooner rather than later, I think is a better idea than, because I mean, if we go back to New York, take care of it, then get him out to the dock, like that's maybe time not well spent.
Yeah, I think we should go straight to Boston, right? I mean, let him talk to, let Armitage. We got to tell him
where
what's
we're
going
going
on, right?
is Boston anyway. So,
okay, so we're gonna say Harper Twilight gets scooped up by the record execs, and they whisk him away to New York to start recording his follow-up hit and his first album. Meanwhile, McNally decides he's going to go visit his sister for a few weeks while he just tries to slowly recover. He's walking with a pronounced limp, and he says that his rail riding days may be over. He's like, I'm never going to be able to get on and off trains now. So he's like, I got to go figure myself out. And he's like, I don't know what to do for this kid. But, I got to look to myself now.
he kind of came into the camp, then, pulled 2 of us away, got one of them killed, one of them crippled.
I mean, he just screw you over the next chance he could get anyway.
I mean, he's just like, right now, I just want to get the money that we're going to get from this, get that to the camp, get that situated, so that people have got what
Let's
they
get
need.
the money, but let's also make sure.
Let's
Let's see
talk
if we
to
can get that thing out so that he doesn't end up killing a bunch of people.
We talk to Armitage, try to figure out if there's anything that can be done.
Armitage sits down with you and listens to everything you have to say. And he's like,
fails his sand check.
yeah. He says that he's read about this entity and the bargain that it's made. And he says that he says, I've actually come across references to a spell that that can remove the brood of Ehort. Unfortunately, one of my grad students borrowed it from the restricted section and never returned it.
Oh, for God's sake.
I know, he says, I can give you her name and, maybe you can track her down. She may still have the book. For all I know, she may have the ability to remove the brood from him if she learned the spell. But, she was involved in an incident where a number of her companions were lost. She took some research material, said that she was going to take a year or two to study, to learn, to mourn, and that she would be back at the end of the semester, and she never returned.
You let her just take one of these crazy fucking books for a whole year and just like go away?
It wasn't
supposed to be for a year.
It wasn't a particularly dangerous one. But it did have, it did have that spell in it.
Oh, let's go find her.
There's no guarantee, but I can give you her name and her last contact.
All right. Assuming she's alive, assuming she's sane, probably might be just as easy a plan as leveraging her being able to come back to school. Call everything, even if she gives the book back, teaches us, either does the job herself or teaches us how to get the thing out of him. Would that be all right, Doctor? If she agrees to help us, would you be willing to overlook her infraction?
Of course.
I just want to be able to say you said that.
Tell her that, we're just worried about her.
Okay.
We're more worried about her than we are having the book returned.
All right. But we'll try to get the book back.
We'd appreciate that. Okay, and he says there is one other matter that we should discuss. Hold on 1 second.
That you're really Ihort and we're in the labyrinth.
I knew I should have had that coffee.
As many eyes.
You're really Ihort and we're in the labyrinth.
Give me 1 second. One second, guys.
Oh, he's leaving. He's mad he didn't kill us. He's walking right out.
Well, I mean, nobody here is going to fight Ihort.
No.
I absolutely would. I have fought.
And he did say you could walk away, so he walked
monsters.
away.
I'm going to fight Ihorn.
Well, in our Invictus campaign, I tackled a 6-legged tiger, so...
Oh, it's just a tiger. And those 6 legs, that would more mess it up than it would help.
Unless it comes from another realm.
Oh, well, I mean, when has that ever happened?
Bear with me 1 second, guys.
Mm-hmm. I should get the stand. I should upload the standby thing.
Okay. Armitage says this came a couple of weeks ago. This came right after you left. I wasn't sure whether to give it to you or not, but
Did it come for us specific, or is this something came to you want us to look at?
He says, no, this came specifically for Mr. Johnson here.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
That's never good. What's
Hey,
up?
Walt, I didn't know you were
It's
famous.
it's a telegram from someone you had dealings with.
That's even worse.
And it said, basically, it's the telegram is, Mr. Johnson, we wish to engage your services once more. Not long, he says, several years ago, we did a favor for you, and now we'd like a favor done in return. Please visit at your earliest convenience. We would like to engage your services.
Who is it from, and where did it? Who sent it, and where did it come from?
The offices of Ralsa Marsh.
Ah, balls.
What's up, Walt?
Well, does anybody know a town called Innsmouth?
no, I don't.
Never
I
heard
don't
of it.
think so.
Yeah,
And I think that's a good spot to.
probably a good thing. Yeah, years ago, some kid got into trouble with a girl. Long story short, very simplified. Got into trouble with a girl. We went to go investigate. I and some other people went to go investigate it. Ended up finding out the girl was crazy, and just trying to trap this kid, dude. And we ended up meeting the father, and he was actually very amenable to helping us. Didn't want his daughter causing trouble for the family. So he actually helped us out. He's a problem in his own right, too.
Well,
The Marsh family, very powerful family in Innsmouth, too.
Well, you helped them. You invest. Are you like a cop, a detective, or something? What do you?
No, just do what you do. I mean, I thought we had this conversation. I do the same thing you guys do. It's just I'm a bum. It's just I just ride the rails.
No shit. Okay, all right. Well, I thought maybe you had a whole thing going on. Maybe hit the skids a little bit.
No, just I like riding the rails.
It's a free spirit.
It's a hell of a lot more fun than trying to hold down an office job. I knew this one guy. He was a reporter. He sucked.
Floyd Toby.
What?
Floyd Toby.
Yeah, yeah.
I ran into a reporter when we came into town before all this shit happened.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Floyd Tobin. Yeah, he sucks.
All right, so
I don't disagree with
when
that.
next we get together, and God knows when that's going to be, you can either start your quest to find the lost Ruby Wainwright, who may or may not be in possession of a mythos tome containing the spell Bach Brood, or you can pay a visit to the offices of Ralsa Marsh, a powerful lawyer in the town of Innsmouth.
Well, how much time do you think we got here? That kid, that Harper, he's a ticket time bomb. I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Like,
if Marsh is, powerful.
Let's see where Ruby last lived.
They didn't like. Wait, I want to ask Armitage. It's like you're not saying that girl went to Innsmouth.
No, this is completely unrelated.
Oh, that's completely. It's just a horrible, horrible coincidence. Okay.
They said that Ralsa sent telegrams to every one of your companions.
Oh God.
You think that's going to be a bigger problem for us there, Walt? If
it's going to be a problem. Well,
is it time sensitive?
In all honesty, he's sending a letter asking for help. Like, I didn't screw him over. It's not like a bounty hunter thing where I go in there and I'm going to get just he's genuinely asking for help because I helped him one time. But he's also an incredibly dangerous. An incredibly dangerous person serving an incredibly dangerous family.
So I just want to raise something here, gentlemen. We all seem to be in the same business, as it were.
Yeah.
Maybe we should sort of formalize an arrangement for a while.
I mean, I'm not opposed to that. That's how I met Georgie.
Okay, so we'll pick up on our next adventure. Whenever we're available, and
2 weeks.
well, I've got 2 cons in April, so
Yeah.
I've got a con in 2 weeks, and then the con 2 weeks after that. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, I've got next ideas lined up already.
Okay, cool.
Now, I've got one of those cons too.
Yeah, you're at one of those 2.
Oh,
cons.
nice.
Yeah, it's
And Georgie might come to one of those 2 cons, but we have to keep it secret from his wife and children, or they'll have a special birthday event or an anniversary or some such fucking nonsense to keep him from going to a con again.
Wait. He doesn't have a spouse and children who let him go away to con and come back? What?
No, they always manage his kids' birthdays shift whenever the con schedule changes.
Rising Phoenix is like 40 minutes away from my house, but it's also the same weekend that my kid's birthday usually is.
And I give him shit about it every year.
All right, so it's about 40 minutes for you. It's about 30 minutes for me. Where are you?
I am right next to Plymouth.
Okay, I'm right on the Rhode Island line.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Well, maybe you can come and have a drink with us at least. We're doing a karaoke night.
Nice.
Oh, we're doing that again?
Yeah, Caterwauling Karaoke is back on. And we actually have a professional karaoke DJ who's going to be running it, and not our rinky-dink dog, dog and pony show that we did last year.
It worked.
It worked.
And let us not forget the teenagers.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, I guess play us out, Keyboard Cat.
Oh, before we do, sanity rewards, luck refreshes. You want to do that next time?
Everybody make their luck roll. If you fail, Georgie, you get 1d10 more points. If you pass, you're shit out of luck.
Oh, I failed.
I failed.
You passed?
No, I rolled.
I fail. Hey, I fail.
So
And
I get
4
3.
points. All right.
Georgie, really? All right. For saving McNally, everybody roll 1d4 sanity points.
2.
Now you can only have as much sanity as it's 100 minus your mythos, right?
Correct.
Okay.
All right. For releasing Big Jim from his torment, 1d3 points.
Well, I'm maxed out now.
So
I'm back up to top.
Okay, so
All right. You have not yet saved Harper Twilight, so there may be a future reward. And you have not tracked down Ruby Wainwright, so there may be a future reward. You've defeated several Lost of the Labyrinth, so everybody roll 1d6 sand.
I'm maxed.
Yeah, I'm at max now.
I'm back up to 4.
yeah, I'm at max sand.
Okay, for everything you've been through, I'm going to say that this experience has netted you 2 Cthulhu Mythos points.
Ooh.
Oh, nice. Oh, I get to drop my.
Yeah.
Oh, so now we drop our sand?
Oh, okay. So now we lose sanity. Oh, wow.
Well, if it depends on how much your Cthulhu Mythos score is. Your Cthulhu Mythos score and your sanity score have to equal 100.
Yeah.
100.
Oh, no, I still don't lose anything. I still don't lose.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
So you're fine.
yeah, I don't
I
lose
still
anything then.
lose.
Georgie and I do.
I actually had the for defeating Ehort, and then in parentheses, it could happen.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
I mean,
That would have been 1d20.
Stats wise, he's not the most powerful, but still.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah.
with revolvers and 45s, that might have, and one enchanted weapon, that might have been a stretch.
Right.
The weird part is, like, some of these more powerful monsters are better in like Dark Ages and Invictus because you can get like magical swords and knives and shit.
And you're wearing armor,
Yeah.
usually.
Yeah.
It's definitely more survivable.
Just the nature of the beast makes that a little more survivable than just 1920s.
Right.
Right.
All right. So,
God damn it.
what did you guys think? Well, we'll
That
talk
was
about
fun.
that after the recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
do we get to roll to increase things we succeeded at?
Yes. Especially if you're going to be using these characters again.
Okay, I will do that tomorrow. My
Yeah.
day starts at like 5:30 in the morning.
No problem.
Oh,
Cool.
All right.
All right. So we'll wrap this up. Thanks for watching. We appreciate that. Oscar, what do you got going on over there at Golden Goblin to share with us?
It's very exciting days over here at the Goblin Lair. Island of Ignorance has been approved, ordered. It's at the printer. It's being printed. All of the little stretch goal items have been ordered. So the art prints are shipping tomorrow. Actually, they shipped today. They should arrive tomorrow. The stickers are shipped, should also arrive tomorrow. The padded mailers for the mailing arrived a few days ago. We've had the enamel pins for our day one backers for a couple of months now. All we need is the physical book, and we can launch into mailing out our rewards. And we are hoping to have a finished PDF for one of the two stretch goal books, Legacy of Shadows, ready to send to Chaosium early next month.
Nice.
So yeah, very exciting times. And for our Invictus fans, Lisa and I are in the final edits of the final scenario of the Legacy of Arius Lurko. And
nice.
yeah, we're down to less than 50 comments from our proofreaders on the last scenario. So we are getting to the end of having a completely proofread and revised manuscript. But we're still, several weeks away from that. But, hoping to get a book mailed to backers before the first day of summer.
Cool. Very cool.
Nice.
And that's all I got, which is
a lot.
Which is a lot. But
Enough to keep you busy.
It's great to finally get to this point. You put so much work into stuff for so many months. When finally you send the book to the printer, it's just such a great relief.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, you got anything to plug, share, mention?
My wife's 3D printing studio, Chibi BB Studios. I still have the links in the show notes. So that will go with that and everything.
Yeah, cool. Dorsey, I can't remember. Anything to plug, share, mention?
No.
She'll be running adventures at Rising Phoenix.
Yes, that I will be doing. I will be for Golden Goblin. I will be running adventures. Yes.
Nice.
Yes. So
Nice.
Come see us. Roll some dice. Are your games sold out, Dorsey?
Last I looked, I had one seat left on one, but I need to check again. I usually sell out. So
okay. Look for us at Rising Phoenix. I will be at Long Island Tabletop in weekend after this. So next weekend.
Cool. And
Where are we running an adventure where they fight some zombie deer in Vermont?
that's weird.
Which we debuted on this channel a few months ago.
Yeah. Jesse, you've got runners.
Shut up.
Fair. All right. Well, we have our Patreon up. If you want to support the show, you can do it that way. There's early releases, outtakes, post shows, all that kind of stuff on there. We do have our Resist t-shirts available up on TeePublic. Again, all of the proceeds go to charity there. So if you're interested in picking up a t-shirt, please check that out. Ratings and reviews on iTunes or whatever your podcatcher of choice, probably helpful. I don't know. Mash that like button, ring that bell. I don't know, whatever. Thanks for watching. If you are made it all this way, you're clearly watching the whole thing. That's awesome. If you don't want to sit through a whole stream, you can catch the podcast. We're on whatever your podcatcher of choices. I guess we went through this already. It's fine. Yes, it sucks wrapping up the show. So thanks for watching it, and we'll catch you next time.
Hang in there, everyone.
Bye.